The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they're hoping to take a step into that upper echelon. A road win here would certainly be a step in the right direction. Guys, let's talk about DeAndre Jordan. Decided to stay with the Clippers last season. That was interesting. Put up good numbers. Right now, Shaq.
DeAndre does a lot of great things on the floor, but it's hard to call him a complete player. If he isn't dunking, it's very hard to get him involved, and not really ideal as a third option.
You were a dunker, but you were involved, which is kind of different, very difficult. But I think the most underrated thing that people have on you, Shaq, you know what it is? Your jump hook. Your jump hook was prolific. But DeAndre's free throw shooting is what holds him back in the fourth quarter. Because he's not dominating like a Shaq, you can't keep him in the game in the fourth quarter.
You know what I think would be fun at All-Star Weekend is maybe a free throw shooting contest between Shaq, DeAndre Jordan, and Andre Drummond.
Wow.
It depends on the crowd, Ernie.
That's a wrap. We take you courtside. Thanks for watching.
I shot.
Live from Los Angeles, we proudly bring you the Clippers at the Staples Center. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. First game of this trip here for the Pelicans. They're hoping to start it off with a W. And, of course, Gallinari. Clippers team in this one.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about. Type or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. Well, Steve, we have a great matchup in the middle right here tonight. How fun is it going to see these two great centers go head-to-head?
That's old school when these two guys go at it, banging. And you start talking about centers, you know, a lot of people look at points, but then you got to start looking at rebounding and who threw the first elbow and you know, who's the enforcer and just set the tone for his team.
And the constant fighting for position underneath.
The stuff you don't see off the ball, they go at it.
Gets bad in there, doesn't it?
Yes.
You didn't go in there much, did you?
No, I just looked and kind of marveled at it.
It's kind of marveled at it. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, you've got Holiday, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Davis. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Hill in at the small forward spot. Inside, here's Davis. Here's Cousins. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. The dish to Pondexter from outside the arc, and there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Pondexter. Cousins has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for New Orleans. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a three-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
When the defense breaks down, you have to take advantage of them. And because they blew their chances, they have only themselves to blame.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Shot off the screen, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Cousins has got his second basket of the night. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Bass. Pass to Gallinari. To the inside. Here's Rivers. It's blocked. Here's the break. Hill has the open look. Second shot opportunity, and Davis lays it in.
Gotta love how he didn't give up on the glass, and because of that effort, he comes up with the putback on the offensive rebound.
Bass with a screen for Beverly. To halt the run. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The free throw drops for Bass. And for NBA teams, the hardest thing to do.
I mean, we all know this is the team that's had horrible luck in that regard. Now they're shaping personnel to fit the new coaching staff. A bit more shooting, more depth. I think that's going to be key.
Well, they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Clippers.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and it's in there. Bass has got 5 points so far.
And how about the bounce pass? They are being used to perfection.
Pondexter, the pass to Holiday. Screen by Cousins. Right side Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Cousins, no one around him. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Beverly against Holiday. Beverly dishes to Gallinari. And Bass kicks to Gallinari. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That one is on Holiday. Well, the playoffs are coming up soon enough, Smitty, and everyone knows it's a different atmosphere in the playoffs. But having been there yourself many times, just how different is playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
What it is, Kevin, is best out of 7. You play this team over and over. You know all their sets, all their play calling, and what you have to do is try to outwill them, outthink them. Totally different when you see a team this week. May not see them again for another 2 or 3 weeks.
So if you know what they're going to do, it's all execution, right?
Yeah, it's all execution.
Yeah.
You know a pick is coming, but who sets a good pick? Who rolls? Who's unselfish?
And it's tied up with that one. And with the Clippers having perhaps their best team ever these last few seasons, is it just bad luck, Steve, that they haven't been able to move on and do more with their season?
Yes, there's some truth to that. When you start talking about a team with all this talent, it just really comes down to this team competes. They have stars. It just comes down for them, some unlucky breaks for them, especially on the injury side.
Now here's Rivers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
And the Pelicans miss again. Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Holiday against Beverly. Tries from 16 and too long on the shot. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A nice shot by Pondexter.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Bass with the screen. Lobs it up for Jordan. No good. Shot missing.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't,
It is ugly.
Clippers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday with the ball. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. The Pelicans 4th.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
And Cousins kicks to Davis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it's pretty impressive seeing how Anthony Davis has been able to put on muscle since he came into the league. A skinny 215-pounder when he came in. He says the extra strength has been a big factor in terms of his growth as a player.
Good point. And that one misses. And one of the things, Greg, that's been impressive to watch about Anthony Davis's development, he continues to put the time in, work in, staying in the weight room. You talked about it before, adding that muscle.
A great point. And you knew he had the frame to carry more weight. Just look at those broad shoulders. A lot of it actually is just eating more. He had to make sure he was eating the right things. But after that, it was about eating in volume.
Our kind of guy.
Yeah.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks. Exceptional at getting great position down inside.
And it's Hill. That time the assist by Cousins.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Cousins. 9th in blocks, 11th in scoring. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
Screen by Cousins. Pondexter kicks to Holiday. They get it again.
Couldn't have been more wide open on that one.
Clippers trail by 5. Beverly, and the layup is good.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Hey, Smitty, you won an NBA title with the Spurs back in 2003. Do you feel that changed how you approach the game after you won that championship?
Yeah, it does, Kevin. You get a chance to understand how hard it takes to win a championship. But I think also when you lose in a Western or Eastern Conference, you understand these moments are valuable. And your career could be long, but really it's so short trying to win a championship.
Do people treat you differently once you are a champion as compared to prior to a championship win?
I think you treat yourself different. You stick your chest out a little bit different, but I think also, you know, you want to win. Sometimes you want individual awards, but it's good to win a championship, just like winning a gold medal.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Screen by Cousins. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Jordan the screen. Lobs it up for Jordan. Here's Hill. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He is just going all out right now. Loving the MJ impersonation. Hanging in the midair and still hitting the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Cousins. Moniunas comes in for Davis. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Golden State. Spates sets a screen. Shot from 16 and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Some players have a hard time when they're giving up so many inches, but he doesn't.
And for a guy with a slight frame, Lou Williams can be one of the most aggressive players in the NBA, especially when driving to the basket.
And Kevin, I call it, he's a professional scorer.
Yes.
He can get streaky hot from beyond the arc, so you have to stay up on him. He puts the ball on the deck and uses his quickness to get past you. You almost always have to foul him to prevent him from getting to the basket, and he shoots a high percentage from the line. And for the Pelicans, to me, one of the things that's kept them out of the upper echelon are really a couple things. It's been their struggles on the defensive end and injuries. I mean, this is a team that has the length and the athleticism, and that's an area where you knew they could make some improvement. So last season was a bit of a disappointment.
Now here's Johnson after Moniunas' miss. Decker dishes to Spates. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Now the pass to Cunningham. Back to Moniunas. Dishes to Thompson. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Pelicans lead by 4. And for the Pelicans, great length in the front court. Greg, where do they need to get better defensively?
Kevin, I think the wing spots, that's where they really need a stopper. They had more offensively oriented players out there, and with the rise of the three ball, length and tenacity on the perimeter becomes so important.
Good point. Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first.
Terrific court awareness to hit his teammate with a perfect pass in transition.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. Screen by Ashe. Moniunas, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Johnson, a wide open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Pelicans trail, and Moore kicks to Thompson. New Orleans moving it around. Moore outside. They set the screen. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Pelicans. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out the Clippers, a game behind.
And I think for New Orleans, they've got to be thrilled with the way this season has started for them. They've already got some big wins under their belt and definitely a confidence booster.
And that's what they needed early on. Some performances that proved to themselves and everyone else that they have the talent to compete with any team in the league.
And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul. Thompson against Johnson. Thompson passes to Moore. Ashe with a screen on Williams. Moore dishes to Ashe. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ashe's got his first basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
On the wing, Williams. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Moore. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And around the NBA, Steve, there seems to be a general feeling, I guess, dislike, if you want to call it that, of the Clippers from other fan bases. A lot of it seems to stem from the idea that perhaps the team flops too much and they complain too much.
Yeah, I think it's the whining. But also, I think a lot of fans weren't happy with how the Clippers was able to keep DeAndre Jordan and steal them from the Mavericks. They weren't happy about that situation.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now, with the recent struggles that the Clippers have had in the playoffs, you know, Smitty, you have to wonder if there is pressure for Doc Rivers to take this team to the conference finals.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because they have so much talent. You look at this team, people want to know in Clipperland, can we ever get a chance to win the finals? As Doc being in the front office and coaching, it's time for them to win.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Sam Dekker. Here's Moore. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Asha kicks to Moore. Pass to Asha. The feed now to Moore. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clippers leading by 4. Dekker passes to Spates. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
So he comes up empty at the line. And Williams, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. And both free throws good for Lewis Williams. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And Clippers head coach Doc Rivers told us earlier he wants to embrace criticism and embrace lofty expectations.
Expectations are good. I try to remind my players and myself at times that all the criticism, all the stuff is really a compliment. It's really good for you. It means that people think you can be something.
Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he? I mean, it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for a guy like that? He's the ultimate player's coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, they were in total lockdown mode there. Can they keep it up for the entire game? Remains to be seen.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Decker is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Rivers in a shooting guard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be. It took time." As he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. You know that. Thank you. We all know the struggles that DeAndre Jordan has had at the free throw line. Smitty, he just can't seem to find a consistent stroke.
Well, it's hard because teams understand when you're shooting that type of percentage, the strategy is, yes, we're going to foul DeAndre Jordan. And it'll only get better if he can make free throws. Other than that, the coaching staff has to weigh the options. Should we keep him in? Should we take him out? But if he made his free throws, that would all go away.
Rivers kicks to Jordan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A different look for the Clippers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Sam Decker. And it's Gallinari in for Wesley Johnson. The Clippers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's good from Beverly. And motivation is such a key component for being a successful coach. Steve, how hard is it, you think, for a coach to consistently connect with this team over the course of the season and a lot of times deliver the same message over and over again?
You know, it's hard. You got to be creative. And I think also you got to build the right culture where guys buy in. But they have to buy into what you're selling. You got to be true to who you are, great character and great trust. And also you can't waver. When the coaches start wavering, players start to see that and feel that.
They know it, don't they?
And it goes south.
They smell blood. They know that a coach is not standing on a solid foundation.
Right. Well, DeAndre Jordan is a guy that will rebound the basketball, block shots. But what I like about right now is becoming an offensive threat, being able to run the floor and make an impact on both ends.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And DeAndre Jordan changes the game defensively, Steve, as you alluded to. Just eats up space in the middle and alerts other players of where they need to be, altering shots, blocking shots every second he's on the floor.
Does a nice job of being that anchor in the middle, like you said, blocking shots. But what I love about him, he's an aggressive rebounder. Yes, he uses his height and his athleticism, but you got to want to go get it. He goes to get it.
Hill drives in. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And at a time they really need him to shoot well. The exact opposite is what's happening.
Pass, a shake. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops for Bass. And so he makes both from the line.
He is usually very consistent at the line. You expect him to make everything from there now.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Really, a combination of smart coaching and even better execution. When you have that, the game comes easily to you.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
Pondexter kicks to Holiday. Feeds it to Cousins. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. There's the three. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Jordan, and he banks in the layup. Jordan's got his third basket of the night.
The interior game of DeAndre, a high percentage shooter who takes smart shots when given room.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Hill. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
When you have a reliable floater like that, it can be absolutely lethal.
Jordan with a screen on Holiday. Rivers in the corner. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The one thing you can't question about Austin Rivers is his heart. Thinking back to the 2016 playoffs when he had an eye cut open and still managed to finish the game for his Clipper team.
That was against Portland. I remember that game. Not only did Austin come back to finish the game, he played fantastic. You have to love his heart and how he came back and competed after that injury.
Pondexter with it. He's guarded by Rivers. Cousins with it. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
He did a great job distributing the ball to his guys, too. He got everyone involved.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Beverly following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Puts it up from 7. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday with the 3. Offensive rebound. That shot no good. Clippers leading by 11. Rivers kicks to Beverly. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Puts it up from 12, and he knocks down the jumper. Holiday's got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Now Beverly, 7 points in the game. He can't get that one. Good D by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Hill fires, and that one goes long.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
A nice shot by Gallinari. Pelicans trail by 12. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see yourself being portrayed in video games as we see now? And how did you react to it?
You know, very humbling, Kevin, to get a chance to see yourself Your name being called in the video game. But what I did like, Kevin, I was so skinny, and the video game had me looking buff with muscles and everything. So I like that.
You look pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's because you're my friend.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Hill. Pondexter dishes to Davis. And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 7. A nice shot by Rivers.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Holiday inside the line, and that one comes up a bit short. Clippers leading by 12. Back to Rivers. Pelicans with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Bass can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Rivers. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Here's Hill after the Clippers pick up 2. And Cousins kicks to Davis. Holiday with the 3. Another miss by Holiday. Clippers leading by 14. Releases from 15, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Pondexter kicks to Davis. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Holiday. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Drew Holiday. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. With the way the Clippers have ended the last 2 seasons, they can't help but feel nervous if they get back into the playoffs. Don't you think, Steve? 2 times in a row they've been up in a series. Both times they've ended up, going home losing.
Yeah, I think for the Clippers, but they got to look at it and say, hey, you know what? We've had injuries to star players. They won't be able to shake this until they win another series.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. Johnson kicks to Decker. From 11 feet away. The shot off that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Clippers leading by 14. Williams kicks to Decker. Fires from 14. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's more. And the Pelicans get it back. Monty that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Monty has got his first points of the night.
Really outstanding job by the offense to get the ball right near the bucket.
Johnson outside. Williams passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Williams, that's good.
Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
Pelicans trail by 14. And Moore kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Moniunas. Moore dishes to Cunningham. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Williams kicks to Spates. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 14.
That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in the ideal spot.
Thompson passes to Moniunas. Here is Cunningham. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. 1:41 left in the first half. Johnson kicks to Williams. Spade sets a screen for Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Moniunas. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Thompson. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Moore against Williams. Kicks it to Spates. Back to Williams. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Johnson dishes to Johnson. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Moniunas. Moniunas, a screen on Williams. Moore passes to Moniunas. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Moniunas has got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles leading by 14. Spates sets a screen. Williams against Moore. Teardrop shot. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got 6 rebounds in the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ashik the screen for Thompson. The dish now to Ashik. Ashik with a screen on Williams, and Moore kicks to Ashik. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Ashik's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Spates. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 12. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. All right, Big Diesel, your take.
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
That's a bird's eye view of the Staples Center at sunset. Gorgeous, isn't it, with all of Los Angeles in the background? Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You know, Austin Rivers has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
He has been relentless so far in this game. It really is going to have to be a total team effort to try to slow him down.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Anthony Davis is out there with Solomon Hill. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Holiday in at the point guard.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
New Orleans shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's the Clippers with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Rivers dishes to Jordan. Down low, it's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2 shots. Elbow. 2.
The Pelicans have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Beverly. Pass to Bass. Jordan the screen. Here's Rivers. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And the first one at the line is good. Rivers hits both of them. Pelicans trail by 9. And Holiday kicks to Pondexter. Davis, the pass to Holiday. Inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And Beverly kicks to Bass. Jordan the screen. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. 4th, DeAndre Jordan.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one.
DeAndre Jordan is just a physical specimen, an incredible defender and shot blocker, as well as a fearless and intimidating dunker.
No good on the second free throw.
And Anthony Davis last season signing a contract extension, the richest contract in NBA history at that point, $145 million over 5 years. He'd already become a superstar player, now freed from the rookie scale. He's finally paid like it.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Davis sets a screen. Holiday, no one around him. Again, Holiday missing.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
You talk about the big contract for Davis, a lot of money for a young guy, but you don't much worry that he'll get his priorities, Greg, twisted.
A great point, Kevin. He's a team-first guy, all about winning, and he doesn't take it for granted. He didn't have all the hype growing up, but now he's living a dream, and he knows it. But he aspires to be great, and he's not settling for anything else.
Here's Holiday after Austin Rivers scored. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Davis.
There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he's decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 15. There's the pass to Beverly. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Beverly's got 9.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Hill. 7 points in the game. Holiday gets the bucket. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Rivers with it. And it's Bass atop the key. Hill pulls it in.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Pondexter dishes to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
The defense knows he loves that in-between area and closed out fast.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really outstanding job by the offense to get the ball right near the bucket.
Now Pondexter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Cousins, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Gallinari.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For New Orleans, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Los Angeles leading by 7. Rivers passes to Gallinari. Cousins against Jordan. Here's Rivers, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Rivers. Well, we've always known that height gives an advantage in basketball. A lot of teams now are concerned about things that we've never really talked about before. The length of hands, your arm span, your wingspan. That plays a role now with a lot of these teams and how they draft, how they make a roster.
Yeah, totally, Kevin, because on the defensive end, you have a lot of these guys that can switch. I remember playing against Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. They were so long out front. It helps and makes a difference.
But your arm span is long. That had to play a role.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Austin Rivers with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Pondexter kicks to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
And that one falls for Davis. And he makes both free throws. Clippers leading by 8. Now here's Rivers. He's got 18. Here's Beverly. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Cousins got space. It's hauled in by the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. One thing that Gallinari brings to the table is his ability to line up effectively at either forward spot. Can act as a stretch 4, if you will, with his height and still bother other power forwards. Very efficient shooter at the 4 position when he gets minutes there.
And Greg, talking about the advantage of a guy like Gallinari, other 4s often don't know how to match up with him, especially with his willingness to attack the hoop on the bounce.
Great point. A big part of the bonus you get from Gallinari is just having the flexibility with lineups. I mean, his coach can mix and match how they deploy him depending upon what team they're facing. And he's also improved his rebounding. I mean, to help play more effectively, I believe, at the 4.
Here's Jordan, and stolen by Cousins. And Holiday has it in the corner. They get it back. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Cousins.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the 2nd game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these...
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Davis sets a screen. Clock at 4. 11 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Davis has got 12 in the game.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
He is still on fire. You had to figure he'd come back to earth a little bit tonight, but nope. What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. Here's Cousins. A putback. Here's Rivers. He's got 20. Dishes it to Bass. Rivers passes to Gallinari. Pass to Jordan. Back to Gallinari. And the 3 off target. Pelicans trail by 9. Pondexter from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. To the wing on the left. Jordan the screen. Rivers can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Pondexter from outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The feed to Rivers. Here's Gallinari. Headshot off. And New Orleans will come the other way. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Cousins. Moniunas comes in for Davis. Cunningham, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 8. Outside Williams. Johnson the screen. Decker kicks to Johnson. Shoots from the corner. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New Orleans gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
Johnson the screen. Here's Williams. And the Clippers miss again. Pelicans trail by 8. And here's the fast break. No good from Moore.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Spates kicks to Johnson. 13 feet away. Moniunas grabs the miss. The Pelicans shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Pondexter dishes to Moniunas. New Orleans moving it around. Moore passes to Moniunas. Screen by Ashe. Here's Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stolen by Ashe. Moniunas kicks to Moore. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
The reason why, he has such a great touch. You got to have that shot inside with the big guys.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Williams. Feeds it to Decker on the wing. Johnson. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Spates inside. Ashe defending. And that one is good. Spates has got his first points of the night.
Works that one inside nicely.
And Moore kicks to Ashe. And here is Moore. There's a screen by Moniunas. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. Over in the corner, Decker. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Throws it up high, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pelicans trail by 9. Moore outside. He feeds it to Ashe. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Passes it to Ashe. Kicks it to Moore. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Moniunas has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Moniunas has got his third basket of the night. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Johnson dishes to Williams. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. The Pelicans shooting a meager 37% for the game. Moore passes to Thompson. Eunice against Johnson. Moore outside. Poked away. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. "11 seconds left in the third. Moore outside. Tipped away. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Williams. We've got Johnson. Decker is out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Williams kicks to Spates. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ashik's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, he's trying to help put the game out of reach. Instead, his poor shooting is keeping the other side in this.
Johnson dishes to Williams. He kicks to Johnson. From 12 feet out. Here's Spates. And the slam dunk by Spates.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time. Fighting to get proper position. Then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Eunice. Williams kicks to Spates. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Johnson right side. Over in the corner, Decker. Shot from the wing. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
He's really lucky that one went in because that was a pretty sloppy possession overall.
And Thompson kicks to Ashik. They set the pick. There's the dish to Moore. Screen by Ashik. Williams against Moore. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Eunice. Johnson with the defensive effort.
See, when you're going into the teeth of the defense, you have to go harder. Soft lay-in won't cut it.
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
Screen by Ashik. He tries for 3. Decker with the rebound. Clippers leading by 12. On the wing, Johnson. To the paint. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 8 points for Sam Decker.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
There's a screen by Eunice. Cunningham passes to Eunice. And again, no good by New Orleans. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clippers moving the ball around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pelicans trail by 14. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the free throw, no good.
Well, E'Twaun Moore is one of those guys that I love. Undersized, maybe at the 2 spot or at the 3, but he plays the 1, the 2, the 3, and he has a very, very smooth-looking shot.
Stolen by Beverly. Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by New Orleans. In the corner, it's Pondexter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And with Moore, you like how he'll poke and prod at the defense to create space for himself and even others. Also creates for his teammates, like I say, if they bite on that fake.
What you love about E'Twaun Moore, undersized as a 2, but he can get it done. But offensively, he can play a little bit of 1. He can play off the basketball. He just does all the little things for your team.
On the Unit's no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Rivers. Dishes it to Bass. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that's the shot he has to take.
You just can't pass up wide open looks. You must shoot it.
Davis is checked in for Monty Eunice. Pondexter dishes to Hill. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Rivers kicks to Bass. And the shot is long. Pelicans trail by 12. Pondexter with it. Back to Holiday. Cousins with a screen on Beverly. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Outside for Davis. The 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Molinari passes to Bass. To the inside, Beverly. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverly. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They set the pick. Pondexter dishes to Cousins. From 15 feet away, moves back up. Got a piece of it.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball.
And there's the pass to Pondexter, stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Clippers lead by 15. The Pelicans shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Holiday against Beverly. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hill. 3-pointer. Pelicans keep it alive.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Here's Gallinari. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Chalk up 2 there.
Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
Clippers leading by 15. And Beverly kicks to Rivers. Bass passes to Beverly. Count it, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
That's good from Beverly. Pelicans trail by 18. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Here's Pondexter, and it comes off the front of the rim. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Rivers in the corner. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Deep 2 from Hill. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night. Now Beverly. The feed to Bass. Hill against Gallinari. A shot that time, not on target. Hill with some nice D. Here's Pondexter. Feeds to Davis. Right block shot. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Got a piece of it. Gallinari dishes to Bass. Over to the wing. Here's Beverly. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Screen by Cousins. Hill against Gallinari. Hill kicks to Holiday. And he gets the bucket.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Jordan the screen. Cousins against Gallinari. To the inside. Puts up a 3. And it's Gallinari again missing.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Cousins inside, pass on him, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pelicans trail by 15. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Now here is Hill. 3-pointer, Pondexter. Sinks the triple.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter or they will continue to get burned.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Bass with the screen. Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Holiday. The putback. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers leading by 12. Out to the wing. Here's Bass. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The free throw drops for Bass. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pelicans trail by 13. Three-pointer, Pondexter. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the pick. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Here's Bass. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Brandon Bass. At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Pelicans trail by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0. Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Rivers.
I love what he did defensively. He was a ball of energy, and he left it all out there. His steals and his effort really sparked them. It's impossible not to step up your game when you've got a teammate working as hard as he was.
Inside, and stolen by Cousins. Fast break, here we go. And here is Pondexter. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you so much. And with this game in the books, we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game. I'll tell you what, his season high in points powered everything they did. Clearly, he was the catalyst tonight as they come away with the well-deserved W.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
His steals played a big part in their success tonight, guys. He showed great awareness and quickness. His on-ball defense was the catalyst, not just on defense, but how it opened up scoring chances, too. He was their driving force.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.